This is the same issue, right? So you remember, like, we need to request something to get a free agent. If you click on this link, you will be navigated to the form. It means you don't have any free agent as of now.
I didn't get you like uh, Ravi, can you please help me to share my screen along the permission?
Yeah, now Manish is host. So Manish, just allow everyone to participate.
Allow everyone to participate.
Yeah, in share screen, like there will be one.
Okay. Yeah, did. Can you
Okay.
try now?
Yeah, it is working. Okay. So this is the error that I was getting. Are you able to see?
Yes, I can see it. If you can copy that link, so there is one link.
This one?
Scroll right. Scroll right.
Okay.
Can you copy this link from HTTPS?
Okay. This one?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
copy HTTPS also
Okay.
and open in new tab. So there you will see some form. Now here,
Okay.
so you don't have any free agent. So that's why I that time told everyone to perform this task.
So now it will work after this?
No, it will take 2-3 days. So it will like it need to be approved by the Microsoft admin. So here you need to write what is the name of your DevOps organization. If you go to the repository, if you go to like next step, so your repository name is, sorry, organization name is, if you click on, yeah, this one. Yes. So this is your
DevOps.
repository name. No, this is your project. BASHWOHRA 1417 is your organization name.
Okay.
Now, without any space, paste in that text box. Yes. Check if
Okay.
there is a space or not
No,
before
there is no
B.
space.
Before B. Okay,
No,
fine.
no. Okay. So it's
Private,
right.
submit. So it will take another 2-3 days. It all depends, like when they are approving.
Okay. Okay. And after that, like
Then
can
you will,
work.
like, they will assign you one agent. Okay, in backend
Mm-hmm.
there is an agent only. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so then your pipeline will get triggered accordingly.
Okay.
So
Okay.
right now
That's
there
what.
is no free service. So actually what happened in past, so lots of people are like doing the setup and they are just running the pipeline on whatever way every time, like in one day they are triggering, let's say, more than 100 times. So that's why
Oh,
they have done this restriction.
okay. Got you. Okay. Thank you. So after 2, 3 days, I will be able to do this, right?
Correct, yes. Anyway, like for understanding purpose, you can follow my next steps. Okay,
Okay.
only your pipeline will not get triggered, but yeah, either it will fail or pass. You will get to know if it is getting triggered when you're raising PR. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
perfect. So are we done? Like this is for everyone. You guys are done with the pipeline creation? Tell me yes or no. And I will now share my screen. Please follow my screen now. Now you need to go to the branch. Okay. Now we have that pipeline, right? All the setup is present. Now what we want, when I will raise any pull request from any source branch to UAT branch, then automatically some build will get triggered. So what build? That build will be dependent on welded demo YAML. So my script is present here. So what I want this to be triggered when someone raise PR from any branch to UAT branch. So I want to do setup in UAT branch, right? So UAT branch is the trigger point. To achieve this, what we want to do, we need to go to the branch. You need to search your branch, three dot, and then branch policies. Okay. After this, you will get lots of option here. So you remember I have added this reviewer that time based on group
Yeah,
or any person, you can add a reviewer.
yeah, Manish, can you confirm some people are texting in the group like they want to come in and yeah, they want to rejoin.
Okay. Waiting. Okay. So let me explain again quickly. So we are here, like we are done with the pipeline creation and we have this file, right? So you can put any name for your YAML file. Now what we want when someone raise PR from any branch to UAT branch, then automatically the build will get triggered. That build will run based on the script present in the YAML file, this YAML file. Okay. And prerequisite is we already have this pipeline created, and due to this, we have this YAML file available in our branch, right? And to see the pipeline, so I have saved this under DevOps batch 4 folder. This is the name of that pipeline, right? Now I want to configure the run. So for that, we need to go to the branch. You need to select your branch, click on three dot, then you will land to the branch policy. So you need to see for branch policies, click it, then you will land to this page. And if you remember, we have done this setup for our approver also. So here we can add some approver or some approver group. Now what we want to add the pipeline build for this branch. So we have this option called build validation. Okay. So you need to click plus. Now you need to search your pipeline name. All the pipeline will be shown here. So as of now, I have this many pipeline. So the pipeline that I want to use, the build pipeline that I want to use for my UAT branch is validation demo one under DevOps batch 4 folder. I will select this. Whenever the source branch is updated, so here is the condition. Because once we raise a pull request, then this pipeline will get triggered, and the trigger option is showing here. Let's say on active pull request, if someone do some changes in source branch, then automatically the pipeline will re-trigger, because we want the new delta change also be to validate it, right? So for that, you need to select this automatic whenever the source branch is updated. Policy requirement. So this will be set as a policy. This pipeline will be set as a policy. So you can make it optional or required. If you are making it required, then you are like having in the right position that if your pipeline is successfully passed, then only your PR will get completed. Otherwise, it will not get completed until unless some admin guy will do it. Okay, so ideal scenario will be we need to keep it required, because we don't want to send any failure code to the target branch. Okay, then you can see build expiration. Again, this is as we know, this is saying after 12 hour the build history will get cleaned. But for now I will select never, so that we can check the log either it is success or failure even after 12 hours. Okay, display name. Apart from this name, if you want some fancy name for this pipeline at like on PR page, then you can provide this display name here. Okay, this is optional. Now save it. Okay, you can see now this build validation is attached to my UAT branch. Correct? Now what we can do? Also, I will add some approver here. Okay, I believe I have created dev lead team 3, right? Okay, so if someone from this apartment, I will let me add Selene so that they can also participate if they want. Okay, save, done. So what I did, you need to go to the branch from the tab, then 3 dot. You need to search for your branch policies, and then you will land to this page. Here you need to search for build validation. Then you need to click on plus button. You need to search for your pipeline that you have created. Okay, you will only get one option as you are the you only created one pipeline, right? So this is my old pipeline, you can see in the list. Then you need to select the trigger required, like policy requirement. Then if you want this to be never expired, you can click never. Okay.
So, Manish, you are doing is from UAT branch, right?
Yeah, that's
This
fine.
one,
Yes,
build
this,
trigger.
yeah, I am adding it for UAT branch. So wherever you want to
But
get this implemented, you need to go to that branch.
okay, but we did a pipeline for dev branch, right? And we are selecting from UAT to dev pipeline that we created for building purpose.
Look, pull request means if you want to promote our code. Promote means if you want to merge, send our code from one branch to other branch. For that, we use this concept, pull request concept. Okay. Pipeline is used to achieve CICD. Any validation automation is required, then this pipeline is created. Okay. Now, where do you want to integrate this pipeline? Created pipeline. Let's say if you want in dev branch, then you need to go to a dev policy and add this build validation, that pipeline. And whatever script is written under that YAML pipeline, that will get triggered when you raise PR from any branch to that branch.
Okay.
So this is active for UAT only as of now. Now, if I want to achieve same for dev, the same need to be performed in dev. So once it is performed in dev, then what will happen? If someone will raise PR from, let's say, feature branch to dev branch, then that build pipeline will get triggered. If someone want to raise PR from feature to INT, it will not run because I have not done any setup in INT, right? So you need to, so what will you prerequisite? You need to perform this setup. It's clear? So that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
it's clear.
I am using UAT. If you are using master dev, whatever, you can perform there. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, now I will go to repo. Let me clean other. This is my repo. Now let me see what was okay. So that time I have used this, right? Not dev. Oh, where was that? Feature demo test one, right? Or let me create one new feature branch. Feature test two. Fine. Now I have done my development. Let's say I will create one class. Foo 4.cls. So this is like development. I'm doing development. Okay, in my feature branch. Create what I can say public class foo 4. Okay. Let me add some comment only. Text one. Okay. So developer has done the development. Now he or she want to merge this change to UAT branch. In my case, this is UAT branch. Okay. So now I will raise a pull request UAT. Edit. Okay. Create. You can see validation demo build queued. It will get triggered now. If you click here, it will navigate to the pipeline. See? So it is in queue. It will get triggered automatically. Yeah, it triggered. Okay, so you can see when I have raised PR from feature to UAT, automatically the build got triggered. And what happened in the build? If you click there, you will see in my script, it was only a small line to say hello world. These are my script, right? As of now. So you can see that the script is showing here. All the steps successfully executed. And in pull request, you can see this is like this pipeline state is also green. Validation demo one. Clear? Till now, clear or not? So this is
So the
the first step. Okay, I say.
yeah, so the changes are being shown. See, you made the changes.
Look, changes are shown here.
Okay.
So right now it is small script. This is just a hello world script. Now
Mm-hmm.
next step we will learn. So whatever thing we want to achieve, we need to write the script accordingly in the YAML. Where do we want to write? In YAML. This YAML. This is my YAML, right? So as of now, only hello world is written in this script. Okay. Echo hello world. If you can try now. So this is the first step you can say of CICD. If it is not Azure pipeline, even though you are using Jenkins, same thing will happen when you raise a PR or if you want to integrate any branch with Jenkins. So in that case, you will create a Jenkins pipeline and then that Jenkins pipeline will get triggered. The work of that Jenkins pipeline and this Azure pipeline is same to achieve CI/CD. Okay, we will also cover the Jenkins part, but right now we need to focus here. Okay, if you can do
Okay.
it, because
So,
next I will
so,
explain. Yes, sir.
we created in this step, like we created a feature branch from UAT and then we just add the build code and it got updated, right?
It's not updated. So as of now, assume in this YAML, some script is written to validate my code. So if it is green, it means it is validated, right? Based on your script. If it is failed, it means it is failed. Your code is failed in an environment. So you will not complete the PR, even though the
Okay.
policy is required. So you will not be able to complete. Try to like understand the real-time scenario. Right now,
Okay.
it's just a small piece of code, just a hello world. But later on it will be script. I will show you. Okay, I will try to integrate this with Salesforce organization just to give you the real-time things. Okay, I need to take anything, right? So I have taken Salesforce to explain further part.
Sounds good. Okay.
So right now you can go ahead and add that branch policies and try to raise a pull request and see if your validation is getting triggered or not at PR level. Now also you can see Salini has approved the PR. So again, if once Charan and Kumar will approve this PR, then it will get unblocked to merge the PR, right? Because this is already passed. We have other required policy that is at approval. Once this is done, then we will be able to complete the PR. Right now it is saying required reward has not approved. You are not able to merge, right? So this is first step for CI/CD. Now take your time, few minutes, and proceed with the steps that I performed and showed. Okay. From here, you need to go to branch policy. Sorry, branch. Search your branch. Three dot. Click on branch policy, and then add a build validation. Whatever pipeline you have created, and save it. Kindly do it. Look, these are very small thing. Okay, but this will make a house. as a DevOps guy. If this is clear, you can work on any project because the concept will remain same. Only the later automation part will, like, based on your script skill set, that will work on. Also, as a DevOps, you don't want any full expertise in any scripting language. If you know YAML, and YAML will also like predefine things, the syntax and all you need to follow. That's it. Let me know for any queries if you're doing. Okay. Okay. Are you able to do it? Any queries on this? So now I will explain the YAML. So whatever is written in the YAML default things, I will explain because this is again important to understand. Okay, kindly like see my screen now. I'm going to explain the YAML quickly, the basic YAML, and later on when we start integrating with Salesforce, the next part I will explain. Okay. For now, whatever written in the YAML, let's try to understand. So first you can see trigger. So trigger means when we want to execute our pipeline. I will give you one example. This is my, so you can see only three is here, right? Now let's say I will do any commit here. Let's say I'm doing in readme. Okay. Three commit. Nothing will happen here. Okay, I have a branch policy. That's why I will quickly disable the branch policy so that you guys can understand. Okay. Because we have set the required policy, right? So that's why not allowing me to perform any changes directly. Okay, fine. So this is my pipeline. Now let's say I did some changes here. So nothing happened, right? So now I will add some change, like add UAT branch on trigger. UAT. Okay. It should have just a second. Let me check for master main. Mm, okay, again there is a branch policy. Okay, I don't know why it not worked for UAT. That I will see. But look, the concept is on commit. Okay, so there is a terminology called on commit. It means if there is any changes to the branch, And based on that changes, if you want to trigger some build, let's say in real time scenario, you have some test suite. Okay. Now you want that test suite to be triggered once your deployment is completed in UAT environment. So you want to make this automation, like no manual intervention is required to execute that test suits. Your condition is you have a like project team, they ask, okay, this is our test suits and we want this to be triggered after every UAT deployment. Now, what will be the concept from your side? You need to utilize this trigger concept. Based on the triggered, if there is any changes to the UAT branches, automatically the build will get triggered, that YAML build, and whatever thing is written under this script, that will get executed. Now to achieve your test scenario things, what you will do, you will create one pipeline. Okay, you will mark trigger as a UAT or main. Let's say here main is working, right? I don't know why UAT is not working, but I will check that later. Okay, let's say you have written like the trigger main and you have explained the script which will run the test suite. So what will happen whenever there is some changes pushed to the UAT, automatically that pipeline will run, and that pipeline has a script which will trigger the test suites. Now, no need to manually like trigger the test suite. We need to wait for, let's say, every night there is a deployment happening. Test team don't need to wait to execute that suits manually. On morning, they can come and see, okay, the suits is already executed, and they will see the result. So this is the main concept. Now, if we don't want to execute any trigger, let's say we don't want to run any pipeline for the commit process, then what we can do? We can directly as a none. Here, if you write none, it means if you're doing changes, nothing will happen. Okay. So you got the concept, right? The trigger concept. So again, based on the scenario, we used to utilize this trigger concept where we want to run a build. Okay. Any question on this trigger part? No. Second is pool. So there is some question, right? Like how something is running in the build pipeline. Like it's just a YAML code. When we raise a pull request, how script is getting triggered? There is some way, right? Normally in our local system, we have a command prompt and we have this operating system. Right now I have this Windows operating system and here my all command is getting triggered. But Azure DevOps is a cloud, right? So there should be some operating system where everything like there the script should get some environment. They do some installation, the dependency installation, and then based on that dependency, the script will get triggered. If I talk about Salesforce, Salesforce required the Salesforce command, right, to integrate with the Salesforce sandbox environment, and that command will only run if you have SFCLI installed. That Salesforce CLI installation is required. So in my local system, if I want to use the Salesforce command, first I need to download SFCLI and then install it in my local system. Then only that SF command will be visible. The same way in Azure DevOps, where we will install the dependencies and all, there will be something, right? So there this pool concept came into the picture. Microsoft has provided inbuilt image, VM image. This is treated as a virtual machine. Okay, so runtime virtual machine is created every time when you run a pipeline. Here we can see if I go to any pipeline, there are 4 run, right? It means 4 times that virtual machine is created, the execution is done. Once the all steps are completed, the virtual machine is gone. The temporary virtual machine is assigned to this build. Everything is managed by Microsoft backend part. Okay. They have this sets of command. If you want Windows, we can write window latest. So there is like predefined command for this. What type of operating system you want. So usually we used to go with Ubuntu latest only. If you want to choose from Windows and Linux, normally it always we go for the Linux. Okay. In some scenario, if client want Mac operating system, then we can also select that. We have the option for that image also. Okay. So as per this command, the concept is we are getting the runtime virtual machine to execute our dependencies and command. Okay, runtime virtual machine is assigned for every build. Hope it is clear, right? Now next is steps. So there can be n numbers of steps, right? If you want to write anything in the YAML, there we have a predefined way. If there is any slight change in the alignment, it will show the error. Even though if you are doing like this, you will not be able to run the pipeline. There is a predefined syntax for YAML. This is very case sensitive. Okay, so based on the syntax, this steps is responsible to perform any automation things that you want to achieve. Let's say in first steps we want to do our login. In second steps we want to validate our changes. In third step we want to deploy our changes. So there will be multiple steps. Okay, you can see this as a layman language, right? Everything is written in English only some syntax we need to follow. That's it. That syntax is also predefined. Only the script, the exact script for the integration. Let's say for Salesforce, we have this command. I have something in my notepad also. For Salesforce, this is the command that need to be utilized. Like you can see SF project deploy validate. It means when the code will be validated, there is a manifest file that will get created. So like this is our repository code. Okay. And we need to have our delta stored in this location. Build.artifact staging directory is our cloud location, default cloud location. So in this command, what I did, so this is a default command for Salesforce integration. And here I need to provide the package that I want to validate. So my package in the runtime will be stored in this direction, right? This place. And then this is like predefined steps for Salesforce validation, where we need to provide some test level. It means the test classes will get triggered. Okay. So this is the next story. But right now, just try to understand. We have a YAML thing. These are the predefined steps. This will be similar for all the projects. There is another like variable concept where if you want to store some variable, the password and all, then we can add a variable. The predefined syntax will be there. I will show everything. Okay, in our next class. But for now, I'm just trying to explain this small YAML code. Okay, here you can see the script is written. Echo add other tasks to build, test, and deploy the project. Echo means just like a printf in Java, right? So here we need to use echo. Display name means in steps you will see this thing. Run a multi-line script. If I show some pipeline, see, run a multi-line script, run a one-line script. So each steps is shown like this. If you want to run some script, so this is the way. Okay, if there is a bash command, again there is a predefined syntax. I will show everything. So I have lots of things presented here. I already added a few part. Today itself I tried to write this script just for the demo and all. Okay, but today I will not go with this vast thing. I will explain in the next class. But for now, try to understand this basic concept. So you have already integrated the build pipeline with our branch. Now based on this YAML script, your automation will work. Okay, whatever things you want to achieve, this will depend on your YAML script only. That's why I will completely like show you the end-to-end process where we will do the delta generation and we'll try to validate that code into the Salesforce org. I will try to integrate with Salesforce organization. Okay. Later on, you can try with any other organization in Node.js. Let's say Java. If you have any JavaScript application, you can also work on that. The process will be same. Only the script will be here and there. Okay, because for Salesforce integration, we have some predefined things from Salesforce side only, right? Like, okay, first we need to authorize your user, you need to do some validation, create a delta package and all. So these are the predefined steps from Salesforce side. Maybe in MuleSoft something different will be there, right? There is no delta concept. The complete code will be deployed. Okay. So any question as of now? If you have any type of queries on the task, on the steps that I explained.
Yeah, can you share the code for integration for the Salesforce one in the chat?
No, but I will show you in the next class. So it will have no use, right?
Okay.
You will not get anything from here. Lots of things are pending here. Okay. I was just preparing this. I will show you everything. Also, I will share the code so that at least you will achieve one integration, end-to-end integration for your DevOps project. Okay. Later, it will be very big code. Later, I will explain how to integrate with Sonar Cloud. There will be some different setup, different YAML pipeline, how to work in different YAML pipeline, something like that. Okay. We will go step by step. Any question?
Can you re-explain the pull concept, please, again once?
So it's
Pull.
like which concept? This YAML part
No, no,
or
no, the pull, only the pull. I got trigger and the step part. The pull one, I
okay, pull request concept you're saying.
yeah.
Okay, let me. So look, we have this feature branch. Okay, I will write as a F only. Okay, right. Okay. Now here I will write. Just consider this as a source branch. Okay, it can be anything. Okay, and this is target. Okay, here I will write this as a dev. Now here I have created F1, F2 file. Okay, for this dev branch, we have this dev environment. Fine. So our aim is to move this code to this branch. Also, before moving to this branch, we want to validate this code here, right? Got it? Here it will be pull request. We will raise a pull request. Let me do one thing. Okay. We will raise a pull request. So once we raise a pull request, what will happen? F1, F2. This piece of code will be treated as a delta. Okay. And the validation will happen here. Fine. Any question as of
Okay.
now?
No.
So it's like we are raising a pull request. What will happen? Our aim is to validate this F1, F2 code in this dev environment. So once this is success, then only it need to be merged. Okay, success, then merge. Fine. To achieve this validation, what we did, we have created a pipeline, right? So when we are raising a pull request for this validation, this pipeline build is getting triggered, right? In this pipeline build, we have validation script. Correct? Now, if
Okay.
I go end to end, this is my target branch. I got some tasks to do. I have created the feature branch. Okay, that is my source. I have added this F1, F2 file. Now I have raised a pull request. When I raised a pull request, automatically this pipeline got triggered. Okay. After triggering this pipeline, inside this pipeline, we have a script for the validation. right? And what is the validation? This validation means this code are getting validated in my dev environment. And to achieve this, what we did for this target branch, we have set the branch policy, right? Here we have did a branch policy, right? Branch. In branch policy, what we did, we added build pipeline we have added, right? So once we have added this build pipeline, everything got integrated. Raising a PR, the pipeline got triggered, the validation will happen. So right now this is not triggered, only we have some sample code, right? So this part will be explained in the next class, like how we will integrate with Salesforce. But this is the concept will be same. Whatever is written in the pipeline, that will get triggered, that will get executed. Okay.
Okay.
Manish, what is the difference between dev environment and dev branch? Aren't they the same?
Look, branch is our code base.
Okay.
Okay. You got the concept, right? Where we have explained the branch, where we used to store the code, we
Yes.
used to maintain the version so that our history is getting maintained, right?
Yes.
The push commit, the git command, everything that revolve as part of this branch only.
Okay.
Environment means this code will get deployed to some environment. If I give some example, let's say Amazon, okay? So every time you will get, if new product is launched, after a few days you will see that product in the Amazon also. They will start selling that product. You will see some prices getting updated in the Amazon, right? The application that you are using.
Yes, discounts.
So that is the environment. Okay, there will be some code base. Before moving some changes to that environment, they used to maintain some code base. They are doing something like this only in backend. They are developing some change, like they are updating some product prices, they are validating in the environment and deployment is happening in the environment. Once it is deployed, then only you are getting as part of end user. And this is only used for, that branch is only used for the code base and all version control. That's it.
Okay.
Let's say in some case this environment got corrupted, okay, but you still have a code base, right? You can create new environment and you can deploy everything here. So
Yeah,
this is the benefit of branch.
okay. Source code will be in dev and whatever the changes we do is in the environment.
Correct. Yes. Same case will be for INT UAT in production. There will be a branch and that branch will be tagged with some environment. If there is only branch, it means only this is a backup. That's it. There is nothing linked with that branch. Clear?
Right. Thank you, Manish.
Okay, no problem. Okay. Any other question?
Okay, Manish, is there any ways you can show us what kind of script we use to validate the current project right now?
Yeah, in our next session, I will explain everything. Like I will also provide the script to you. Also, I will explain every steps, how I am doing. I will help you to create a sandbox environment so that you can get real-time experience, right? It's not like only I am saying. I will also guide on the practical way. Okay.
Manish, I have one final question. Let's say if I got a task to make a change in dev environment, so I created a feature branch. I made changes. Can I push that changes directly to dev branch again without doing any validation?
Correct. We can do that.
Okay, so validation is optional, right?
Optional. So DevOps important task is to deploy that changes to environment. Otherwise, only you want to merge into the branch. Developer, we will just explain the PR concept. They will raise a PR and merge it. The code will get merged to the branch. But the final output is it should be present in the any environment, right? For that environment, we are automating the process. There is other way. If developer is manually doing this, there will be some other tool, let's say and tool or some automate tool where they can manually deploy such things. But DevOps comes into the picture to automate this process. Now they only need to raise a pull request, automatically that deployment part will happen. They don't need to manually perform any task.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah, clear, Manish. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question? If there is no other open queries, then I think we are good to close this call. Close this session. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
then thanks everyone.
Thank you.